Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. Please, please hit the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. Share as well as drop a comment on the comment section. So today we are going to be looking at the functions of political party. Now, if you hear that you have political parties in your country or in around your area, you should know that political party, whether big or small, okay, actually has you know certain basic functions that they perform. But before we go into the functions of political party, it is imperative that we look at the features of political parties first. Okay, so number one feature of a political party is identifiable emblem. Identifiable emblem. Now, a political party, okay, a political party generally is expected to have a symbol of identification which differentiates it from other groups or parties. Now, there is also, there also has to be a logo, seal, and or pictorial signs, okay, and motto that make it stand out from other groups. Now, this identification actually starts with the party members. Now, the members of the political party will identify themselves with the party, and they are also identified by others as belonging to that party. So, as a member of a political party, people should be able to identify you once they see you because of the emblem or the label of the party you carry. Okay, so that is it. In Nigeria, for example, the PDP actually, actually has an umbrella, okay, as its, as its seal or as its pictorial emblem. Okay, now the color is green, white, and red. Okay, now APC also has the broom as their emblem. So what I'm saying here is that every political party must have an identifiable emblem. So number two feature of a political party is organized procedure. Now, political party is an organization of people with procedure which is enshrined in its constitution. Now, there's also hierarchy of office within the party. Now, there are rules and regulations as enshrined in the constitution of the party, which must be obeyed by members to avoid anti-party activities. Now, the members of the political party, are obligated to openly and deliberately act collectively in order to achieve the stated goals and objectives of the party, whether or not the party is in power. Okay, so for instance, the National Executive Committee is responsible for preparing, drawing up the policies and programs of the party. Okay, so those are the things. Now, number three, manifesto. Manifestos are the cardinal plans or programs of the political party, which it intends to fulfill to the people. Now, it captures the ideology of the party, and it is a tool by which the masses are wooed to vote for it in an election. So manifestos are like the signs that direct people to a place. So in which case it is the manifesto that makes a party win an election, because the people will compare the programs of the various parties as encapsulated in their manifestos and the individual that is bearing the flag, before making their choice. Okay, so the manifesto of a political party speaks volume for it even before a flag bearer is presented. So that is actually another point. Another one is, okay, another feature of a political party is that it is a means of representation. Now, political parties is actually a vehicle. Political party is a vehicle through which the representatives of the people are elected to positions of authority. Okay, so it is actually through party that an individual's position of authority is given legitimacy. Okay, so that is actually another one. So another feature is that it contests election. So parties from time to time engage in war without bloodshed, in which case one of the basic characteristics of political parties is that they go out there to canvass for votes and mobilize the populace to vote for them in an election. Okay, so another feature is that its rights are legitimate. So political parties actually have constitutional rights to operate in every democracy. So that is why when a political party wins an election, the winners will have the legal backing to rule the country. Okay, so legitimacy here stems from the people, because since the constitution gives them the right to operate, and the people gives their candidates legitimacy to rule over them through election, the winners will surely use their positions to better the lot of the people. So another one is political party also engages in campaign. That's another feature. So from time to time, political party contest election, and one of the ways in which they can easily win an election is by publicizing their manifestos to canvass for support from electorates. Okay, another one is political party, that political parties actually have ideology. Ideally, parties must be identified with a philosophy or a system of thought and ideas which their members subscribe to. So it is on the basis of the ideology of a party that the masses are attracted to that party by giving them their votes in an election. Okay, so unlike what we have in Nigeria, where you can't even identify, you can't even differentiate ideologies of the different political parties that we have. The last one is political party also conduct primary election. So from time to time, they conduct primary elections that will actually help them to present the person that will actually become their flag bearer. So now let us look at the functions of political party according to Ogbanje 2012. Okay, now the functions of political party can be represented with an acronym called Regiso. Now, what is Regiso? Regiso, the first R is representation. So political parties actually provides a platform. Political parties provide platform for the people to participate in decision-making process. Now, since democracy is about representative government, now political party is a vehicle through which the representatives of the people are elected. So the more the numbers of the parties, the more the people participate in politics. So in representing the people, political parties actually make sure that the candidates who win elections deliver the dividends of democracy and do what the people sent him there to do. Okay, so that is number one R. The E is elite formation and recruitment. Now, political party is an avenue through which elites are recruited into the government institutions. Now, government is a serious business, and those who should as well man this business must be serious-minded people. As such, it is not everybody that can fit into the business of governance. So, for instance, if a political party presents a crook, a tout, or a miscreant as a candidate, the people will not vote for him. So, hence, political party is a platform where people are sieved, scrutinized, and prepared for, before presenting them, as candidates in an election. So, the Regiso, the G is goal formation. So, now, the goals of political parties are legion. Now, the most poignant one is to capture power and use same to govern the people. Now, for a political party to actually win election, and capture this power in the first place, it needs a syllable, a sellable manifesto, that is rooted in a well-defined ideology. So it is the manifesto that is couched from the constitution of the party that contains the goals of the political party. So political parties, political parties' goals actually range from superficial interest of the few individuals who constitute the brain behind the party, and also the goal for the entire populace, which are encapsulated and entrenched in the manifesto of such party. Okay, so the next one is interest articulation and aggregation. So now political parties actually serve as melting points where interests are popped up and generated. So people are given the opportunity to express themselves in terms of their contributions to the well-being of the party and members, and also they register their grievances where necessary. Now, after the above articulation of the various interests, they will now harness and integrate those concerns within, which is what aggregation is actually all about. So no, to articulate simply means to actually think, think out of the box. To aggregate simply means, to bring all these thoughts together and to actually implement them. Okay, so the next one is social mobilization. One of the functions of political party is to organize political information and mobilize the general populace to participate in the political process in the country where they operate. So political parties actually inform and energize the citizenry why they should vote, why they should vote in an election. Okay, now the last one is organization and formation of government. Now, after winning an election, political parties are actually expected to form government and reposition the various institutions to aid the implementation of their policies. Now, political parties actually form government and phase out government. Okay, so they play a critical role, because after the formation of government, now the minority parties checkmate the ruling parties by making sure that they do not become tyrants. Now, in your country, for example, what are the functions of political party? Are they performing this function of registration? And what are the features of political party? Are they in consonance? Are they in consonance with what I mentioned? These are the things we actually need to understand when we are actually discussing and analyzing both functions as well as features of political party. Thank you very much.